Trubisky and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Time with J.K. Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Made by Jordan Willis.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets it up past the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Down right around the 25. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson fakes again and keeps it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Ravens.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
18-yard line.
Jackson for the shotgun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Devin White in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
3rd and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8. At the 12.
Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky. A double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on third and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Devin White getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot. But they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play action. Now Trubisky. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That'll go as a loss of 5.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here's Hardman to return.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action with Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosa's good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. A big play that time for the Ravens.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play on a short little pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the butt.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Taking it about the 1. Make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing to breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He finds his tight end Howard, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Raven, 1st down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
21.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage.
final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now he's going to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Very nice pickup of 33 yards. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Naeem Hines, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Makes the score, Buccaneers.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Third down.
From the gun, Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him about the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
For Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
at their own 28-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yeah, they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
6-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Trubisky to throw again. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, I'm impressed. Yeah. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's second down.
incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Trying on 4th down to come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, whether it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Devin White, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Thrown away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Devin White, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Hardman on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Number 6. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the
Play action. Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
and 3.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Mike Evans, incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.